What does poverty look like for me? Poverty is struggling to pay my bills while the money I collect from disability covers medications and medical-grade filters for my medical-grade air purifier. My life living with low income due to illness has taught me I would accumulate debt I may never be able to pay off. I have a hypodermoclysis, where a catheter is inserted into the skin to administer medications or hydration. To continue this treatment for my chronic dehydration costs $500 a month, which I pay for out of pocket. Being on disability means I am still living in poverty. I am in debt because of my illness. I am stuck in a pre-verbal rut trying to dig myself free, working my way through the system to find a place that I fit. Being rare and complex means not fitting into a typical box. I cannot take generic medications due to an allergy, which poses a problem for coverage at times. Living in poverty has taught me to be grateful for everything that I have. When I cannot eat, I am thankful to have a Boost, which is a meal replacement. I have something to fill the pit of my hunger. Poverty is choosing to either buy medical supplies or pay rent, to buy food and pay for my internet, or to pay for medical supplies. Not all my medications are covered. The hypodermoclysis is medical and is not yet covered. No one should have to choose between medical supplies, medications, food, or rent. Having to decide and determine where my money goes is tiring and has resulted in going hungry. I am blessed to have my meal replacements when financially I cannot afford to eat. In my opinion, no one should have to choose between medication or food. Poverty means you have to make these hard choices. Spending money on luxury items is just out of the question. Living in poverty does not mean I want others to see how hard it is for me. I have turned into a pill hoarder, trying to keep the vital meds I need around in case I cannot afford them. Doing this means I'm not taking all my medication as prescribed. Not every drug is covered. Not every medical need is met. People like me living with a rare, complex illness often fall through the cracks. When the medical system wants you on over 30 pills a day and hydration therapy, you have to figure out the priority. I prioritize keeping myself alive, but it is a trade-off between what I can afford each month. Each month I sacrifice something, a few days without food, a few days without limited medication. Making sacrifices that could have dire consequences to my physical well-being makes life a hard pill to swallow. I have hope that all the medications and therapies will someday be covered and I will not struggle to survive. I cannot take generic medications as I am allergic to the binders in them. This can pose issues for coverage for name brand medications. I am still in the process of trying to get specific medications covered in addition to the hypodermoclysis supplies. Poverty does not always mean homelessness. Poverty is being able to cover rent, but not your food. Poverty is not having the privilege of disposable income. Living the way I do means missing out on numerous social interactions because I can't afford to attend. There needs to be changes to end poverty. We must make medications affordable, or at the very least, covered. My palliative treatments are not cheap, and adding financial burden to illness makes it easier to fall into the bowels of depression. I wonder at times what it would be like to have disposable income, to be able to buy something I wanted when I wanted it. Logically, I know my money needs to go towards keeping me alive, and I strive to thrive with what I have.
To learn more about these issues, please visit Basic Income Alberta, Friends of Medicare, Canada Disability Benefit Link to Disability Without Poverty, Canada Food Centres, and for more stories and recommendations, please visit Radical Inclusion, the report on the status of people living with disabilities in Alberta. Thank you.